time the beat drop.
Hey everybody, this is Save and Continue. We are live. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are talking to you from the lovely Bravio Studios in the greatest state ever existed by man, New York. I am Kyle, and I'm joined by Nolan and my friend Ryan. It's good to see you gentlemen again.
Great to see you.
Looking fantastic as always.
I know.
It's good. Confidence up.
You were talking to just me, right?
Someone's got the confidence for us. It is April 30th, and we are coming to you live with all the latest video game technology and internet news that you could possibly care about. Nerd culture, I'm going to say it because someone got angry at me for saying it online. That's what it is. That's the reality of the situation. Nothing negative about that. I don't think there's nothing. I think we're at a time where the word nerd wouldn't be considered something particularly negative.
No.
Would you agree? Are you offended by that? Would you consider yourself a nerd, do you think?
I'm a nerd, but I'm no geek.
I mean, maybe not a nerd.
Is that what it is? No. I'm a nerd, but I
play a lot
am
of video games.
Yeah, well, I would easily classify as that, just from being totally honest with myself. But I don't think it's a negative. I'm sorry that I offended you, but I'm not really. We'll start off like we normally do, a little recap of what we've been playing. You sent us a picture of a couple games you picked up, so you're playing some new stuff.
I sent you a picture of a whole random assortment.
A whole random assortment of stuff.
I bought a Crazy Taxi for like $5 at a place upstate.
Dude, that game is amazing.
It is. You know, I always. Every time me and my friend John, we always just talk about it. We would be like, remember the guy with the mohawk and he ran to your taxi like this? That's how he ran. And I was like, oh, it's amazing. And I saw it, I picked it up, and I was like, I'm playing this. And I immediately searched for that guy, and that's exactly what he did. He ran right to my taxi. He's just like, all right.
And you're just like, oh, memories.
And they have KFC and Burger King and Pizza Hut all in those games. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, that was.
I was like,
that was back
I don't
during.
remember.
Yeah, you don't
them being actual places.
That was back. There was a very popular time in video games, especially online stuff, where companies would like implement that like modern. I remember playing Tom Clancy, a Splinter Cell game, and they would regularly update this multiplayer map with like they had like these billboards in the level, and they would constantly replace the billboard with like KFC. Next week it was like the Xbox logo. It was really good. You saw it popping up in games more, and I kind of think they've kind of stopped doing that a little bit.
I just think
the sports games do it a lot. If you look in the background.
Oh, well, that's like
the banners.
hand feeding it.
It's like GameStop, Progressive, like all these things. They're all over those.
The Sprite top 10 play of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's just like if you're not doing sports games, like it's built for that.
I don't know. It's pretty subtle though, where it's like you'll be walking around. There's like a can of Coke or something like that, but you wouldn't see a can of like Pepsi.
Dude, it was
great. It's like all Coke products and stuff.
There's like a video. I mean, totally off topic, but it was like the video was titled "Subtle Advertising" by Subway, and it was a shot of the show Hawaii Five-0, and it was basically they're like interviewing this guy, and he's just like, "You run a shrimp stand, but you're eating Subway." He's like, "Yeah, with the new 5 long, you get all the things you want. I got honey turkey, I got the new BLT Supreme," and the guy's like, "Hold on a sec. For $5, I can get a Subway," and this is in the middle of the show, and it's just, you saw the look on the actor's face of just like they hated the scene. They're just like, this could not be more blatant advertising. It was really funny. Like
integrity.
Zero. Back of it. But yeah, you sent us a picture with a couple games. It was like, Frankie was right. It was a random assortment.
Of course it was a random. I just picked up anything I found. I just like, what's the most random? I had an N64 controller, Super Mario 64, Crazy Taxi, NHL 15, a pair of glasses, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
You sent that picture and you're like, it's going to be a good show. And Frankie texts and he's just like, I mean, it's a cool assortment of stuff, but I don't get it. I don't get it.
But you had Frankie. There's nothing to get. Just watch the show.
But you had GTA 5 for PS4 in the pile. Have you played that yet?
Did I have it in the file?
You did.
I did. I've had it since
Have
PS4.
You played? What do you think of it?
I mean, I've played it. I actually, it's funny, I had it for Xbox 360. Then I got rid of it. I actually gave it to my girlfriend because I bought the Xbox One. Then I bought that for Xbox One. Then I got tired of the Xbox One and gave it back, returned it, then bought a PS4, and then bought it again. So I actually bought that game three times.
Oh man, it's so being upper middle class and white. My life is just what game do I keep this week before I give it away?
But I did. I played it and I got really far, and then I actually wound up switching the systems. I was like, I'm not doing all that stuff.
Well, you can change your profile.
I was like, I'm not.
You can update your profile from the 360 to the Xbox One.
No, I mean from like Xbox One to PS4.
Oh, yeah. What do you think of it? Have you played it in first person? Because we played a ton of it in 360. I love the first person. It was such a cool element. I'm really glad they added it.
Yeah, I think it's so fun. I love doing the first person.
And now they have like the Rockstar editor where you can make movies and it has like really cool camera angles. It's funny that you bring up GTA because I randomly hit up our friend John, a friend of the show, and I was just like, we should just start playing GTA again. We used to play it all the time with our friends online. We all hop on and play. And the heist came out, so we were finally like, all right, let's play it again.
I didn't try that yet.
We were playing the heist, and they were fun, and we started the first one, and at the end of the thing, you had to basically drive, and a cargo bob would fly up, and the cargo bob in the game would like drop a wire and pick up your car, and you would fly away. And we tried it. We must have done the same mission 4 or 5 times. I was like perfectly under the helicopter. You're just like, it's not picking us up. We failed the mission over and over and over again. And John goes, maybe it was a glitch. This game's had tons of glitches. I'm like, John, that's a huge glitch. There's just no way. We boot it up again. We go back, and then it turns out that the helicopter was missing a whole piece. Like down at the end of a wire was this giant metal contraption that was a magnet, and it just straight wasn't there when we were playing it. Like there wasn't even a glitch. Like part of the game was missing, and it was just like, oh, you were right. And sure enough, I drive remotely under the helicopter. Boom, mission over. Like I won. I'm like, we must have played that mission 6 or 7 times. It's just like, what are we doing wrong? I don't know what we're doing wrong. And it was just, it was a really impressive glitch. Like it was just, like, oh my God, it was a game breaker.
It's like, you guys ready to release the heist? It's like, we're not done with it, but yeah, whatever.
They had to, dude. It was a year ago. The game's been out for over a year, and they finally put out heist, and it's just so, like, they're not even that fun. Like, it is a really big disappointment.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I've only played a few of the heists, but it was just so much effort. You can't skip the cutscene, and it's just, I don't know. It's convoluted, and it doesn't really.
I really wanted to play that. I really wanted
to hear the music? Someone's jamming right now. Yeah, but I thought it was cool you got that for Xbox One. I still want to play it. It looks gorgeous. And now they have it out for PC, so they're putting all these mods out now. There's like different skins where you can play as a chicken, but the chicken still has a handgun and everything, and like, it brings the camera angle down. And we're going to talk about the mods a little bit later in the show because that whole big thing happened with Steam and Bethesda announcing a system where they were going to charge people for mods. Oh. And the community was not happy, but we're going to talk about that later because that deserves a whole chunk of time.
Yeah.
A couple of the things on the news list. Actually, you know what? We didn't finish. Are you playing anything new right now? Or nothing new? Minecraft? Nothing?
Not really. I played a little, threw it back to Melee when I was up at Alfred for a bit.
There you go. We've been playing. We played Smash. We've been playing with Mewtwo on the new Smash Wii U. Mewtwo finally came out as a downloadable character for the Smash, and I haven't played him yet. Did you play him yet? I know we played against James, who was playing as him. He was pretty good at him too.
Yeah, he's super powerful. You gotta just be as tricky as possible with him.
He's a floaty character.
He's like a weird. He doesn't really move right, but he's powerful. You lull somebody to sleep, you can really.
He reminded me very. I didn't play as him, but just the way it looked was like very similar to Rosalina. It was just all very floaty, and it's like you're fast, but you didn't feel fast because it's just like land, and you're just like, kind of.
Yeah, no, and even like his rolls and stuff, like it's not like he's actually moving; he's just kind of dodging and like sweeping the ground.
It's badass because he's just like, I'm barely doing anything. Like B effort for this fight. I would like to see him in Mortal Kombat
too.
Yeah,
he's like, well, he did in Melee.
Oh, you missed it. Me and you were there for that. We were playing online with a couple of our friends on Smash, and John just getting, one of our friends is just really good, and he just knocks some guy in the air thinking that it was over, and he starts like taunting the character, and the guy comes back down and just smashes him into the ground, and he goes flying, and
brutal.
They don't have we didn't have the mics hooked up for the Wii U at the time, but I could only imagine what was happening with those two in the same room. He goes, no, my God. John probably didn't say a thing, but just bowed his head down, went to his room, locked his door, and just didn't come out until he had to go to his job later. Most likely.
And he deserved it.
Oh, God. We were just sitting there like, oh, Lord. Like, it was pretty ridiculous.
But what I didn't realize, and I don't know how it worked, if like they were yelling into the pad or if the game was just like sensing a serious moment, but like the characters, like there was speech bubbles coming off of them, like
they
would like send them across the map and it'd be like, like what are you gonna do? It was really cool.
I think there is programmable like words you can put in there,
like taunts
and like the bubbles. If I'm not mistaken, John mentioned something like that.
But I know you'd always be able to like taunt. You just push like the D-pad buttons.
Yeah, these are like customizable actual text though. But
that's why I love Kirby. He's so adorable. You ever watch him taunt?
Yeah, just say the filthiest things. Nailed it.
That was amazing.
Nailed it right there.
I play a lot of Smash.
One more time. Do it again. Hey, perfect. I wish we had James right now. I almost want to call up James just so he could do the Yoshi for us.
Yes, sir.
It's perfect. Some guy put on a video out on the internet. It went pretty darn viral of him doing 151 Pokemon sound effects, and we actually sat down, James and Frankie at some point, trying to do that in the past. So James claims that he's going to be doing it. I'm waiting to see that.
The guy was pretty good, but James definitely has him licked in
he does.
More than a fair share of Pokemon.
He knows far too much. If you ask that kid to recite his social security number, he couldn't tell you the first number in it, but he'll give you every Pokemon sound effect.
It's probably not the safest thing to repeat your social security number anyway. So that's probably why he doesn't.
Maybe he's just playing dumb. Oh, gee, Kyle, I don't know. Starts with the purple, I guess.
Everybody knows that's your fingerprint, Kyle.
I'm super behind on it, but I finally got my hands on Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is within the first 5 minutes. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series. I played Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, all the way to Revelations. I skipped Unity, obviously.
Yeah.
And Black Flag is just, within the first 5 minutes, was by far my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I think I texted you or James when I watched it, but what I liked about it the most was they must have taken the island that the game is based off of straight from the show Black Sails. Like, it looks just like the Black Sails island from the. If you ever watched the show Black Sails, we talked about it a bunch. Amazing. This season just wrapped up, and it was. Are you caught up?
No.
Incredible.
I still have to watch through the first season.
The season finale beat Walking Dead for me. It beat all the season's finales so far. Beyond epic. It's that pirate show on Stars. Oh, it's so good. You really need to watch it.
It's basically like.
When did it start?
The production value of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but they drop the hammer on you like Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones style deaths too. Like
they were just. Game of Thrones either.
He doesn't watch Game of Thrones. He doesn't watch Black Sails. He's never seen an IMAX movie. Apparently, I've never seen an IMAX movie.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Do you enjoy things? Do you take joy out of life?
I like to just take all the joy and just suck it right out of it.
I like to make life really,
I like to
really
just
hard.
admire the cool things. I'm just like, I wish I could do that.
One day.
One day.
That's how I set goals for myself. I'll see an IMAX movie.
I can't
70
recommend it
years
enough.
old, like, yeah, I did it.
Finally,
I'd have a heart attack.
I did it.
in the theater.
Are you proud of me, Mama?
It'd be the glorious way to go out. In 3D.
That's because speaking of which, we're very excited. We're going to go see the Avengers movie right after this because that is premiering tonight. We're seeing IMAX 3D. Super amped for that. Yes, you're going to comment last second. We had to give your ticket away. But yeah, Black Flag's amazing. Can't recommend it enough. It's actually free right now if you're an Xbox Live Gold member. So you can download that. That's how I got my hands on it. And it's just fantastic.
Is it really?
Fantastic. Check out... We have someone in the chat room. Check out Nolan's bulge.
Damn right.
You could be. You know what I said before we did this? I was adjusting the cameras, and I'm like, I think I'm too high, and I'm aiming too. Nah, it's fine.
That's why I crossed my legs.
I got a lot of his legs in the shot. Nah, it's good.
It's what we call a flattering angle.
It's called sex cells. Sex cells. Gotta attract the people. If girls on Twitch use face cams and now they show their cleavage and everything to get viewers, why shouldn't we parade Nolan's bulge around to try and bring in the female audience?
Throw a little sack into the mix.
Save and continue, baby. I wish we had the sweep of the sack matchup that I put. We used a sweep a while ago because we were this failed segment. We were going to compete on the show in video games, and I had a sweep that came in like ESPN style that said the sack matchup, and it did not cross my mind that the acronym could have easily put an S and a plus mark and a C like I normally do, but instead, no, I wrote SAC. It just said sack matchup, and we went against it. We went in another direction. I think, understandably. Yeah. Do you know who that is? Is that one of your friends?
Smooshkin?
I imagine it is.
Smoochy at first, and I was like, that's James.
Smooshkin. James will be using the Charizard avatar, which is available for sure. We got 1 minute to a commercial, but real quick before we go, another news report. Silent Hills has been canceled.
Yeah, I downloaded it yesterday.
What?
I downloaded the playable teaser.
No, you didn't. That is going for.
I know. That's why I downloaded.
Do you know how much money people are selling their PS4s now?
Like $1,500.
Yes.
Wow.
Silent Hills was canceled. Dude. It had a lot of attention on it because Guillermo del Toro, the director, who's my favorite director, was a part of the project to run it. He did Pacific Rim, Pan's Labyrinth. Favorite director by far. And Norman Reedus, the actor who plays Daryl from Walking Dead, was the main character in the game. And they both officially walked off the project for whatever reason. That's also because the company, Konami, I believe, has got rid of Kojima, which is a very big developer over there, like responsible for the Metal Gear series and everything.
Yeah,
he's apparently off the project. It's not a good month for video gamers, really. We're going to talk about it more after the break with the whole Steam modding fiasco. And it's not a positive month between that and Battlefront and all this stuff. But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're talking about Steam, Bethesda, the whole big paid mod fiasco, Black Ops 3, a couple cool apps, and the Durovis dive. Ooh, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Stay tuned to find out. We're live. Stay with us. Be right back.
Hey, this is Chris Dick, and if InRavio.com spots you at an event wearing this bracelet, they will give you $100.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
Ooh, I just dodged some serious copyright infringement. My coffee is delicious. My unnamed brand coffee.
Now we won't owe anything to Schmunk and Schmona.
I watched what was it? It was Epic Movie, one of those parody movies the other day, and it was of Narnia. And the guy walks in, he's just like, I love Narnia. And he's like, oh, we'll read the sign. It's Gnarnia. And they had like a G in front of it, and it's for copyright issues.
I love when they did that. They did that in Family Guy. He's like, they were talking about food products, and he's like, let's get some Fresh fries. It's like, come on, they don't own French fries.
Oh, come on.
Stupid.
Whitest kids, you know that too. They cut up an alien and a bunch of like Reese's Pieces come out. He's like, he's filled with Reese's Pieces. Hey, yo, come on. It's peanut butter candy, dude.
Yeah, it's right.
Anyway, we're live. Apparently it's a video game show. We are still at the Radio Studios. It is 7:18. We're talking about video games, tech, all that fun stuff. Just to wrap it up, so Silent Hills was canceled, and people scrambled to. They came out with that trailer that was very popular, the PE trailer, and basically you just walk through it, and it was like a puzzle game, pretty much. And Ryan downloaded it the last second. Good, because the consoles. How much are they going for? The consoles are going for a very large amount.
I looked up. I mean, I haven't seen anything sell yet. I'm waiting to see if they sell, to see if it's. For real. I mean, people are probably just like, ooh, I can get this, because people will do it. But it's just people watching on eBay, like watching it and see if it sells.
I did the very similar
thing. It's like $800 to $1,500. So I was, I got right on that.
There's no plan to like continue it at all?
No, and it's very disappointing because I'm actually a fan of the Silent Hill series, as well as Guillermo del Toro, as well as Norman Reedus, and I haven't been in the series in a while, so this was going to be my reintroduction into Silent Hills, which, if you haven't played the older games, fantastic, like a really good survival horror. I prefer them a little bit over to Resident Evil, both great in their own right. But it's something very similar happened to me, because when Flappy...
keep going with it.
What?
Not that,
the project?
but they said, I read something that said that he wants to do another Silent Hill series, but
for sure.
It's not, they don't know if it's
this
gonna be the
current
same
project
thing.
or iteration is done,
Yeah.
which sucks because it was the coolest iteration I've seen in a while. And it happened very similar to me when Flappy Bird, that app came out, and they took it off. That phones that had the app on it were going for an extremely large amount of money.
so
I still
sick.
have it on my 5.
I had it on my
refused to
5, but I
download it.
sold it to GameStop.
What? To GameStop?
I just gave it to them. I was
Literally.
like, I want new games. You can have this.
The one people that like will give you the least amount of money
I
out of
know, I
everyone.
know.
Seriously, GameStop is awful with returns.
Well, I
Like,
didn't
they're
sell it because of Flappy
single-handedly-
Bird. I just gave it to them. I was like, this Flappy Bird thing ain't gonna be worth nothing. So
One Flappy Bird machine.
Yeah, right. But I think the biggest news, obviously, this week was the popular, the online video game publisher, Valve, the owners of Steam, the Steam service, which is pretty much how anybody plays their PC games, really, and implemented a new service where they're actually charging people. That is 100%
is that not
James.
James?
That is James. They're actually, I need an adult. That's James's catchphrase. I am an adult. Basically, they implemented this system where they are going to charge people for modifications to games, which is a very big deal because that is one of the big selling points for PC gaming is that you can continue. Skyrim came out years ago, and the community is still just as big as it was because of modding, because all these updates you can do. There's the Macho Man Randy Savage, where he literally mods the dragon to have like the Macho Man like handlebar mustache, the hat, and instead of like a dragon warrior, you just hear "Oh yeah, yeah" in the distance. Tons of mods like that, from the stupidest to the most incredible things, and they started charging people for it. And people thought, so they were quick to defend it because they were like, well, now mod creators are getting their due. The only problem is that the community Nexus is an extremely popular modding community that's existed forever, and they run off of donations, which are the perfect system for this. If you really care that much about a mod, you want to support that person to continue it, they would donate a certain amount of money. Because some mods could be as stupid as reskinning something, and some mods, there's one that released that added 4 new quests with professional voice acting, reskinning of characters. The guy was like hired by Bethesda because it was so good.
I mean, even look at DayZ.
And people want them to be compensated for it, but the only problem is they are taking, and this was apparently Bethesda's decision, 75% of the cut for any time it's sold. And the only way a modder will see profits is if they sell $400 worth of their mod. What? That was the system. And that was in place for about a couple days, maybe a week. And then the day later, they dropped the whole program. The internet went in the biggest like hissy fit I've seen in a long time. People just like hashtag PC gaming's dead. Like just the biggest uproar ever, and Valve and Bethesda retracted everything. They were just like, yeah, sorry about that. Did not think you guys were gonna hate that idea that much. And it was a big deal, a really big deal.
I mean, that's like half the reason why I personally would ever turn to like PC gaming.
Exactly.
It's just like a sandbox.
How do you think I was literally like on a website like newegg.com searching how to building my custom PC that I'm gonna be building, and I read the report that modding's dead, and I was just like, well, crap. Like the whole reason I was about to drop $600 on a new PC, and now the whole reason I was gonna get is mods. I wanted to get like GTA 5, and I want the chicken mod, I want the Skyrim stuff. And it was kind of like the bites the hand that feed you kind of situation, because Bethesda, they owe all their success for Skyrim to the modding community. Do you think anybody would still be playing Skyrim on PC right now if it wasn't not nearly as much? Yeah. I mean, you can still play it, but and it was a half-baked idea. There was no system in place to detect stolen content. So guys that developed the mod could just straight up be like, no, I want to release it for free. There was an option to sell it for free. Yeah. But they were stopping nobody from taking the mod and then uploading it again to the service and charging people for it, for them to make money. And there's no way Valve could detect that or anything like that. So people could have just got their crap stolen on a regular basis.
Wow.
Absolutely no. It was just a half-baked, half-cooked idea, sloppy, microtransaction baloney. And I bring it up just for instance to make it a little more impactful. If that actually was a more permanent thing and it actually existed in the Steam world, how would you feel if that happened to Minecraft?
I would probably
Minecraft literally.
I don't like it.
Skyrim is benefited by mods, but no, please. Minecraft literally survives off modifications. Like the game is built at this point for you to mod it. So it's just like, think of how many crazy mods are in Minecraft that became like the actual game. Like imagine paying for all that. Ridiculous.
I feel like that's where Minecraft gets like half their ideas from.
Exactly. And they're just like, oh, that's a great idea. We're just going to keep it. Exactly. Couple other things. Black Ops 3 has been announced, and they are saying that they're going to bring back, in comparison, the World at War level of gore in the game.
I don't like
it. So you ever play World at War?
I don't like it.
What? You don't like what?
I don't like it.
Like gore?
I don't like war.
My version of that. Well, I mean, what a loaded answer. Made me feel like a jerk. Kyle likes war. But we all know World War II was the best war.
I don't like all the futuristic stuff.
Yeah, it's
You
too
know,
much.
I agree on that.
It's too much.
I don't like it. I was hoping that that Black Ops 3 would not do the future thing like Modern Warfare did. I was hoping I was like, oh, cool. Then I see futuristic things flying around and everything. I'm like, no, I don't like.
I agree with you because Black Ops 1 was great. I loved Black Ops 1. That was because they did the one thing that very few video games do that I love: Vietnam. They had Vietnam in the game.
I think World at War was like my favorite one.
And why was that awesome? Because it was so
so
close to Vietnam. It was just jungle warfare.
awesome.
It was Pacific. It was great.
And it
So
was
they're trying
gory,
to.
which was nice too. So it's good to see them bringing it back.
Older players are hoping that this increase in gore will deter the younger generation,
It's
like
not
all
going
like the little kids, the XX legit 69 XX kids, you know,
360
quick
no-scope
scopers.
faggot.
That's it. Quick 60 no scope 420.
Blaze it.
420 blaze it Mountain Dew XX.
Game fuel. But it's not going to.
No, it's not.
You're still going to have 11-year-olds yelling at you
because it's
as they go on like a kill streak.
Frankie would testify to it now because he used to work at GameStop. Just like how do you really think a parent's going to be like, oh, they're going to look that deeply when they're buying that game for their 12-year-old kid in a GameStop? Like, no, they're going to be like, that's Call of Duty. I know that.
Some parents.
could.
Good parents, but I imagine the kids that are like screaming like 4-year-olds on Call of Duty don't have good parents because that's why they're doing it. You ever like go online and talk to somebody online and have them get like yelled at by their parents live? Oh my god,
And
it is.
for some reason they don't turn the mic off.
No, you're right. That's the biggest
it's
thing.
a matter of just going like that.
that is the biggest thing. I'm like, just turn your mic off, man. Like, but you'll hear they'll go through the whole argument. It's like, Timmy, take the trash out. Not now, Mom. And he's getting embarrassed. And he's like, how dare you, Timmy? And it's just like, kid, turn your mic off. Like, I feel bad for you at this point. It's just really embarrassing. Like, turn your freaking mic off.
Whitest Kids You Know, they had this skit where that happened.
Yeah,
and
they did.
Somebody's like, what?
I know, Mom.
What, Mom?
A sandwich, Mom.
Tyler's a liar.
He just had that special, Trevor Moore, on Comedy Central. We watched it.
Yeah,
Amazing. You ever watch Whitest Kids You Know? Yeah. They're great. Oh, so good.
Tyler Moore's back and doing things. It's
yeah,
nice
he's doing
to see.
stand-up and stuff, and he's really big. Rob Leahy, our friend Rob, texted me the other day, and he's Childish Gambino, Donald Glover is in the new Magic Mike movie.
Ooh.
The stripping one with like Matthew McConaughey and stuff.
He's going as Donald Glover. He's dropping Childish Gambino.
No, apparently Rob said there's a promo pic, and he's like jacked in it. Like he's an actual, bizarre. I'm happy for him though, because he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I was really hoping he was going to be the new Spider-Man when that whole campaign was going on for him, because he's just great.
Fantastic.
Mom, Pop Rocks. yeah, but thank you for the quote.
Pop Rocks right now.
It was like a PB. No, with the crust cut off. What else? We got a couple more minutes before the break. Silicon Valley.
Oh,
The next episode. You watched it. What'd you think of the latest episode? We're gonna do a Silicon Valley update just like we did South Park.
Yeah.
It's so.
That's
topical.
at least more tech.
Oh, you know, yeah, that's a total relevant topic, 100%.
But no, I thought the new episode was really good. And I like the new character. I think is only going to drive the plot like so much more, because they were hinging too much on like him fighting Hooli, and now it's going to be him fighting Hooli and dealing with this crazy financial.
It was a cool twist, because the guy came in and he was like supporting the group, and he was just like, whatever you want, and I was like, oh, so now they're gonna have this awesome like
free for all, basically.
Yeah, basically just a 1v1 versus, and then the guy turns out to be a nutcase, and now he's got like 2 problems.
Yeah.
It was a good twist. That's why the show is where it's at, and it's interesting to see what they did, because because that actor who played one of the main characters, Peter Gregory, on the show, actually passed away. Mm-hmm. And I wonder how much of that was actually in the script and how much of that was altered to accommodate that, since he had passed away.
Because he was with the new character, you
That's
mean?
Peter Gregory, the character Peter Gregory. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I'm like sitting
the
here all
actual
spoiled.
actor.
I'm like, great.
Well, the actual
thanks for ruining this for me.
The actual actor died.
I mean, I've never actually watched it yet.
What do you want me to do, man? All right, that's in the news. You can't avoid that.
You're still.
But yeah, he passed. It was very interesting to see how they did that.
Like, I forget the guy's name, but like the billionaire or whatever, like how big the plan for the billionaire was going to be before Peter Gregory in real life died.
Yes.
That's an interesting point. I don't know.
Because it fit in the show naturally, and it's just like, it's impressive. Did they have that plan the whole time, or is that because he serves no purpose if Peter Gregory was still in the show, you know?
Yeah, I felt like they probably would have gone back to Peter Gregory. And
At some point. I'd be very surprised if they just coincidentally, oh yeah, we were going to get rid of him in season 2 anyway. Like, it just seems very... What I liked about the show is they had a funeral scene in the show, and they actually used his like headshots as an actor.
Oh yeah.
Like those shots you saw the banners were actually like the guys acting headshots from real life. I thought it was a cool little...
Yeah.
They honored it very well. Like I'd be honored if I passed away from a show like that, and they did that. That's
threw it
great.
back,
He was part of the show, but still, very impressive. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got a couple more things to talk about, including a couple of cool apps, Dragon Ball information, a really cool video game that's using a bunch of different types of instruments as controllers, and so much more when we come back. Stay to continue. Stay with us. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Still live. Dave Chappelle Robot.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Interwebs. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Interwebs TV network.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And then I said, that's not a whale, that's my cousin. Sure.
That happens
And
a lot.
we're back. Save and continue. We're still live, video games, tech, and stuff. It was just rude, you know? I don't come to your place of business and say that about your family. Like,
Seriously.
no, we're getting off topic.
I apologize.
Sorry, thank you.
I deeply apologize.
So, I bring you on the show, and I don't know. So it's app. We're bringing back app of the week. We used to do this a lot. We used to have an app every week that we would cover. This was back when I was crazy about making sweeps, just for some weird reason. So we're gonna do a new app of the week this week. We're back with a new one. It is My Idol. The app is called My Idol. It is so new that it currently there is no English version yet. It is all really funny.
Well, cousin.
Well, cousin. Yeah. I mean, sorry, cousin. I was very vague. They don't know which cousin. So I'm sure you're going to hear a lot about this. Anyway, yeah, My Idol. Brand new app. It's so new there actually isn't an English version of it yet. It's all in Chinese. So navigating is actually pretty difficult. Sorry, bro. How do you know it's a girl? Did I say Anyway, basically, you take a picture of your face, and it puts it on a 3D avatar, and you can get it. But there's been a million apps that do this. But the beauty of this thing is it's done very, very well. It actually scans your face
really cool.
incredibly well. You can do these crazy animations, add music and stuff. We actually have a couple pictures, so we're going to show. I did a couple pictures of ourselves, of the host this week. So we have the first one. I believe it's me, and this is a photo of myself if I was an idol. And oh yeah. Cowboy guy.
I like that.
Classic.
Look at those skinny
Are you
jeans.
spinning the guns?
Now, that's a man spread. That's how you man spread.
And are you spinning?
Now talk about a bulge.
I'm even doing the eyebrow. Look, I got I nailed it. All right, so the second picture, I believe it's Nolan, if I'm not mistaken. This is a photo of Nolan, if he was an idol star.
Look at the passion in my eyes. I'm really connecting with the crowd.
You really are.
This is if Nolan was a J-pop star.
I love it.
That's you don't look like what you think you're doing.
Yeah, that was actually.
Guess what the album cover is going to be for the next Facebook post? Or the picture of, because someone on our Facebook page, I think it's Frankie, keeps changing the profile picture, and it's like a really unflattering picture of my face. That's the new one. And then we have one more, and this is of Ryan. This is the last second one we did of Ryan. It's an airplane.
I knew it was an airplane.
You look like you're wearing those like gamer glasses that have like HD that like the professional players.
I just love that my character cuffs his pants. The
selection of images were limited. The problem with the app is it's in Chinese, and I don't know if I'm purchasing all this stuff or not. Like, nothing's coming up saying I purchased it, but you have to click it, and then it goes from gray to available. So I'm pretty sure I've just purchased like $18 worth of My Idol clothing.
You're going to get a bill from the People's Republic. You owe us $3,000.
One pair of skinny jeans.
What is that? What is that?
At the end.
What is that in yen? I don't know if I can afford that. That's the app of the week.
Yen.
Hopefully next week we have I have a very cool we've talked about it on the show a couple times, the Dorovis Dive, which is basically a cell phone version of the Oculus Rift, the VR headset. Basically it's a head-mounted display that puts your phone in front of your face, and then using certain games which split it into two and make it 3D, you can use your cell phone as like a 3D head-mounted device. So hopefully next week we're going to bring that in. We're going to try and we're going to do like a test of that live over in our test room. And if we can get like the whole thing working, but that was the app of the week I really want to do, because there's a ton of games being released for it right now, all incredible, like really cool devices.
I love it.
But what do you guys bring? We got some more topics. What are you guys looking up at this week? Been keeping up on anything interesting?
Jurassic Park all day.
Jurassic
every day.
Park? Yeah, we released a new trailer.
All day, every day.
Are you excited for it still?
Yeah, I told you. I said as long as there's dinosaurs, I don't care how.
Because every trailer so far has pretty much just been like, it's me, Chris Pratt, running with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Well, you got no problem with that? That's good.
Like that wouldn't bring you to the theater.
They developed a dinosaur.
I'm not saying it wouldn't. I'm just saying that's all I've
That's
seen.
the movie I'll see in IMAX. All right.
I don't want to see Jurassic Park.
An
I don't care what you
amazing
guys want to
first
see. I'm
IMAX.
going to go see. I didn't say you come with me. I said I will see that in IMAX.
If I
will
buy a
go
ticket
alone.
and you show up, I'm leaving.
I will go alone. Unless anyone wants to come with me, feel free.
It looks like
Except for
Woogie
you
Love
guys.
will go with you.
Who? Woogie Love? Love you, Woogie.
He has
His name backwards.
Sure he does. Why not? I'd rather see Chris Pratt running through a jungle than Jurassic Park, the movie. But that's just me. That'd be a great movie to me.
The thing that I say is they're bringing back a character from the first one.
Are they really? Who?
And it is going to be the first Tyrannosaurus Rex. And she is going to have scars, and she's going to look like she aged 20 years.
Are you serious?
that's
I swear.
awesome.
Are you serious? Wait, the one that was in New York City?
The one that...
From Jurassic Park 2?
I don't know. They said from the first one. So they basically said they just scratched everything from the middle, from the first to this one. they just disregarded everything.
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
look
like,
at it
no.
right now. Yeah, old friend
Yeah.
returns to Jurassic Park spoilers. That's so...
Yep. So we spoiled.
So
Sorry.
silly.
Spoiler alert. Should have said
I
that
don't
first,
get
but,
it.
you know.
Did you see the new Batman vs Superman trailer?
I did.
No.
Oh, you did not?
No.
I'm not. We were talking about it online a little
Well,
bit on
it's still a
Facebook.
teaser.
I don't have much confidence in the DC universe right now. Really, looking at Marvel, it's just like really like the Dark Knight. Obviously, was a great series, but Superman, Batman needs to kill it. And if Suicide Squad isn't exact
Suicide
perfection,
Squad.
DC's in a lot of trouble. Because Wonder Woman is already looking kind of concerning.
Who
Right
do
off
they
the
have
bat.
for Wonder Woman?
What about the Joker?
They have the girl from she was in Fast and the Furious.
Michelle
the hot like
Rodriguez?
Spanish chick. No.
Who, Letty?
No, not Letty. No, she's like the one that. Have you seen all the Fast and Furiouses?
Yeah.
She's the one that ends up with the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
That's not
okay.
Letty.
I know. No, I know.
Yeah. She's, I forget her name. She's apparently going to be the new Wonder Woman, but people are kind of concerned because she doesn't really have that many things on her belt. Jurassic Park concerns me too because the director has only one other actual movie title professionally under his belt besides that, Safety Not Guaranteed. Which is
it's a great movie,
Great
though.
movie, but that's the only thing he's done with commercial success besides Jurassic World.
It's completely different movies too.
It's completely. I'm not.
Safety Not Guaranteed has
It's a great movie.
very minimal special effects, and you have to think something like Jurassic Park is going to be mostly special effects.
I'm just looking forward to dinosaurs. Like, I don't care.
It sounds like it's impossible for you to be disappointed.
If there's a dinosaur, there's a smile on my face.
You're like setting yourself up that it's impossible for you to be disappointed at this point.
It is impossible.
You're just like, the only way it would suck if they were just like miraculously is like, yeah, we're not putting any dinosaurs in the movie.
We decided to just let you imagine that there were.
Yeah, it's just Chris Pratt and a bunch of shadows of dinosaurs. So they hint that they're there, but you never really see it.
It's all about the building of the park, where it's an hour and a half of just laying concrete and putting up fences.
Well, somebody was saying that
during the construction of the park, it's literally the construction of the park. Like just 45 minutes of a guy like hammering a nail into like the side of like the gate. It's like it's gonna be crazy when dinosaurs are here later. Oh my god!
Can't wait! I'm gonna take my family.
I'm gonna leave. Something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's like, yeah, you said it, man.
Yeah, right. Is Jeff Goldblum? No, that's who should come back.
Well, in the very first teaser, what was it, like a year and a half ago, 2 years or whatever, where it was just a black screen and it was just Jeff Goldblum talking, and that was when they announced that Jurassic Park 4
maybe he won't be in it.
They announced it before that, but that was the first, like,
there was a teaser
video.
for a teaser for a teaser.
Well, that's what it was. Yeah. It was like a really big teaser. But somebody was saying that, you said that you think that the water dinosaur, the
yes, I already put it to the end.
But they were saying that they think that the reason they're bringing the other T-Rex back is so that it will actually be like, listen, this is my territory.
Oh,
get out.
Okay.
Oh, what is this, Godzilla?
Thing. Yeah.
I saw this movie already. It's called Godzilla.
I mean,
with Bryan
dinosaurs are
Cranston,
territory
and he
animals.
nailed it.
Listen.
It's the same.
Jurassic
It's the
Park
same
and Godzilla
plot.
with the second one, so it's all right.
No, but I mean, like, no dinosaur
not Godzilla.
in
That was-
a Jurassic Park should be defending the humans. That just goes against everything Jurassic Park
humans,
was.
but defending
their territory.
It's an animal.
I like my ending better. To be perfectly honest with you.
They just lure it to the water and it just eats it. It's like, oh, okay.
Wiggly Love draws dinosaur porn. He calls it dino porn.
Draws dinosaur porn?
I want to get out of the habit of predicting who these people are, but that's got to be James.
Yeah, he just changed.
That is just James.
Avatar.
There's a couple more keywords I'm waiting for that I can't say on air. But if he says them on the chat, I'm pretty sure it's James.
I don't know.
Dino porn. I could think of a couple.
He can't come with me to see that in IMAX. No. I don't want him drawing.
He's gonna sit in the back.
Yeah.
The armrests go up, right? Okay. All right.
Yeah. They're gonna bring out the
It's a real
T-Rex.
chick
You're gonna
flick.
hear him. You're gonna hear his pencil. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's real good.
Nothing like drawing from life.
Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, the Stegosaurus is a dinosaur again. Nice. What wasn't a dinosaur? They took out the dinosaur list and they put that
It
in the
was a
back.
brontosaurus. That Frankie said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
He
never
says a
heard
lot
it,
of
but
things.
What?
Does he?
Well, they took brontosaurus. They claimed that brontosauruses weren't dinosaurs anymore. It wasn't classified.
Oh,
Which would you be?
No, it was classified as a dinosaur. It wasn't classified as a brontosaurus. They named it something else. Oh, tummy sticks. I love that. I can't believe that word was just said. I love that word.
Out of curiosity, do you know what that word means?
It was.
You don't know what it means.
What was it from? It was from Wedding Crashers, right? Was it not?
Oh, maybe it was.
I think it came out in.
If anything, Wedding Crashers is the movie
and
that
I know exactly what it means, and it's a great game to play with your friends. Family.
I don't think you know what it means.
No, I know exactly. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what it means.
Let me ask you this: would you feel comfortable saying it on air right now?
I just did.
No, what it actually means?
What?
What tummy sticks means?
Well, if I'm wrong, it could be really bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you think it's okay to say on air, it's probably not the definition we're thinking of.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't really
It's hard.
say it on
Well, point
air.
is, James has been saying that like innocently for years. He's like, we should play tummy sticks because he's a weirdo. And we looked at the definition, and he said that to a lot of inappropropriate people.
Well, the Urban Dictionary edition?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a bunch of
pretty
different
sure
definitions.
I
of
mean,
it.
yeah.
Google the word. Someone's asking why you're wearing
You were
glasses.
one of your close mates.
Ryan, why are you wearing glasses right now?
I can't see, and I'm smart. Just, a couple throw out there.
Yeah, so, all right. Well, thank you for that answer. That's appreciated. But we got.
I have no idea where I am.
What were we?
I don't know who's here.
Commit.
There we are.
What were we talking about? Oh, it was a Batman Superman movie
just
trailer.
don't know
Batman
how that's a
versus Jurassic
challenge.
Park or something? I don't know.
That's.
I think it was Batman versus the T-Rex from the first Jurassic Park.
It was. I forget who did it, but someone.
Like Superman's so OP.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was on the Daily Show not so long ago. At the end, Jon Stewart was like, "I have a question. Everyone's hoping to ask you." After he just like asked him out of a bunch of serious science questions, Batman versus Superman, and he like got angry at the question almost like it just does not make sense in a world where Batman would win. But
unless Batman's so
Yes,
rich
it
that he
does.
can buy kryptonite.
But watch the trailer. I'm not going to get my
Batman
hopes
beat
up.
Superman already. He's done it in the
In the
cartoons
comics.
and in the comics.
In the
He's
comics.
done
Well, this
it
is
numerous
different.
times.
This is a reiteration. But you're not at all.
I'm gonna get mad.
Someone's calling you out. Who? Yeah, you wear prescription glasses.
All right,
Dip. Sorry, Dip. Yeah, but the problem with it is, if you've seen the trailer though, it actually, I'm not gonna jump on the hype train, but it really is, it's an interesting trailer. Like it paints a cool picture of like Superman being the bad guy almost, where they're just like, people are like, in the trailer there's like a voiceover and it's like, human beings have a terrible track record of supporting people in powerful positions, and they're like writing false gods, spray painting on his statues and stuff.
They're bowing to him and stuff.
Yeah.
You see the army guys bowing as he lands,
it's
and they're all
really,
bowing down. I was like, all right, what's going on there? I mean,
it's painting a really cool picture. I saw the trailer, I was like, you know what, I'm a little excited now, and then at the end they have like Batman.
I gotta say that. I mean,
they had a quote at the end with Batman, and he goes said something like, tell me God, do you bleed? And then it cuts to black, and it's like, you will. And then it was just like, And Batman's got on this like, I'll see if I can find the picture, but some bizarre like
metal suit
metal suit. His eyes are glowing and stuff, and it's just
Batman. That's the only way.
I don't like that. That's not the suit. I like I like his bat suit, not the metal one. I like the way they did this bat suit. I like how he's big. I mean, it was cool when he was like, the Christian Bale Batman. But he's like a big Batman, like you see in if you watch any of the animated movies now, he's like a big dude now. Like, he just destroys everyone, and I really like it. And I like the Batmobile now. I don't like that tank Batmobile.
It's I mean, only they were trying to like this one. The only thing that bothers me, the only thing that bothers me about Superman is that if you watch, if you watch like the Netflix movies on Netflix, like the actual cartoon movies, like Justice League, like
I watched all the animated.
Every Justice League movie I've ever seen goes the exact same way. It goes like this: there's a big bad guy coming. Here comes the crew, the whole Justice League crew, Superman and everyone. Superman, Batman, they're stomping this guy. Oh no, the bad guy captures Superman, incapacitates him. Batman's got to separate himself from the group to go save Superman while the rest of the crew holds him off. Superman comes back, they screw him up. That's the plot of every Justice League.
At first, Batman's not with them. They call him, like, where is he? He's just a rich playboy.
That's what with Superman,
and then he shows up, he's like, hey guys.
He's perfect. Like, it's too much.
Looks like you need me to bail you out.
It's every movie.
We sound like the Lego Batman now. We're just like, what's up, guys?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Batman to me will ever be Michael Keaton. He was just. I hear a yes from Bonnie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Michael Keaton. I'm not even like. No, I'm not hopping on the Birdman hype train. He really was like. Oh God, the best too. Batman. Birdman's great.
That looks so good.
He's great. Michael Keaton's great. They're doing a new Beetlejuice with him, which is going to be great. But he is just so good. He was just the best Batman ever. We're terrible people because we're all. Don't mind us in the chat. We're terrible people because we're also horses. And we watch Family Guy.
Actually, they're not a horse. They're a broom.
Actually, I'm not a horse. I'm a maid. Actually, I'm not a maid. I'm a cat. Actually, I'm not a cat. I'm a broom.
To be honest with you, Diane, I'm surprised.
To be honest with you, Diane, I was surprised. That's back when Family Guy was great. They released the trailer for Ted 2 also. Did you watch that?
I saw that too.
Oh, no, I'm not interested.
There was an interesting comparison online. A bunch of people, they were like...
They go to Comic-Con in the movie. Are you interested now?
A little bit.
A little more.
Speaking of that, for anyone...
I just want to see what Ted's cosplay is.
For anybody local, there's Eternal Con. For anybody interested, there is Eternal Con, which is the unofficial Long Island Comic-Con that's going down in Garden City, June 13th to 14th. We're going to try and be there. Nothing confirmed yet, but that's going to be awesome. I didn't even know that existed till now, because we were at the show for New York Comic-Con in 2000, was it the 14 or 15 show? 15, I believe. Yeah, it was the last New York Comic Con.
No, it was October. It was 14.
It was 14. Yeah, it was New York Comic, and it was just. We have a video of a recap of it. It was absolutely amazing. So we definitely got to go to Eternal Comic Con, like as many as we possibly can, because it was great. So many nice people, cosplayers, video game developers. We got a great talk with the guys that developed Killzone 2 or Killing Flow 2, which is blowing up right now, doing very well. You can see it on Twitch all the time. I love it. That's why I'm building a new PC so I can play that son of a bee, because I love the original. Still play the crap out of the original.
Got to bring the whole sack there.
Got to bring the whole sack crew. But I'm really. And then they released the
big boulders in the.
And then I think what we should talk about is they released, before we go into the commercial, the promo pic for the Joker.
That's what I wanted to say. I don't like it.
Well, really? They already announced that they're not going to go with that design.
Are they not going to do the tattoos? Please don't do the tattoos.
But here's the thing that everyone freaked out for, and again, you should know this since you're in the industry, Ryan, that those promo pics are rarely the final product. Those are all, they announced it as officially as a tribute. That was a release as a tribute to the other Jokers. Could have easily just been a test and they reacted to the backlash, but those pictures rarely ever end up being the actual. There's a screenshot leaked of a shot of the camera of the viewfinder.
Who does that?
Apparently the tattoos are removed in like a leaked screenshot from like really blurry and stuff, but apparently they got rid of them. It was just jokeable. I wish I had the picture of it. It was what bothered me the most was that he had all these tattoos, which first off, I can't even imagine the Joker sitting in a chair getting tattoos. Like, that doesn't even cross my mind, because they're all professionally done. Like, maybe if he had like a weird pen from like a prison, how they do it.
And he was doing it himself.
And then why they
He
had
have to do it himself and laughing the entire time.
Yeah, and it was just kind of pandering. Like, he was like, I'm the Joker, and there's ha-has written on me, and there's a smiley face. It's
The
like, we get
ha-has
it.
were
Like, you don't need to do
Not
that.
even him doing it. Originally, like in comic books, it wasn't really his thing. It was more of like it was written on the comic type thing.
Yeah.
So unless there's a universe where there's another Joker that he's reading the comics, he goes, cool, ha ha ha, that looks cool. I'm just gonna tattoo that.
That could have been a part of the tribute,
composer.
though. That would make sense if that was like alluding to their tribute, as far as like that.
But that was the first thing I thought. I was like, I don't like that.
No, what threw me off was that he had imperfect script damaged on his
and
forehead.
his grill.
And I was just like, this is the most.
What a grill.
We had Gangster Joker with what's his face? I forget his name.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. And you had basically
mob suit.
you had Anarchist Joker with Heath Ledger, and now you basically have people are calling him Psychopath Joker.
I
Just
think he's
straight
gonna be
crazy.
like the cartoon Joker.
He's emo Joker with that damage on his forehead. It's just the emo.
well,
It's just
he
like
doesn't
look
have
at
that.
Jared Leto.
What?
Isn't it Jared Leto?
Jared Leto? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you get.
No,
with
I
him.
got full confidence. Jared Leto is
He's a great actor, but he's emo as they come.
No, not anymore. Because the band 30 Seconds to Mars was emo, but I mean, the actor himself is not that emo. He doesn't dress like it or anything. He's a phenomenal actor.
I love the
Dallas Buyers
cartoon
Club?
version.
He's an excellent actor.
Have you seen Dallas Buyers Club?
No.
Like,
I started to watch it and then I bailed
One of
out.
the best performances. I stuck around for the performances. Period. The best Jared Leto performance I've ever. He was just
wasn't he up for
he won.
Best Supporting?
He won Best
Yeah,
Supporting
he won.
Actor Oscar, rightfully so, because he's. If anyone hasn't seen the movie, so good.
And McConaughey.
And McConaughey too, of course. Well, he won too. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about a few more things. Wrap up the show. We're still live. It is 7:51. Save and continue. We will be back in a couple minutes to wrap up the show. Stay with us.
Hey, I'm Raoul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Rush Weller. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, you get punched in the But if you have this bracelet from InRavio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the InRavio TV network.
That was fine for the most part, but I was like, if you don't want to hear anything inappropriate, don't bring a 6-year-old to a strip club.
Not
It's
a
just
place
like
for children.
Common sense. Hey everybody, we're back. Final segment before we go away. You were just screwing up a lot, Ryan.
I apologize.
That's so much. So much.
First his cousin, now his son.
You call my cousin fat.
You brought my son to a strip club? God.
You said take him out for a good time. I can't, like, what more can I do?
When you say good time, I think lap dance. That's just natural. Anyway, we're back. We're wrapping up. We got a couple of minutes before we got to get out of
I
here.
lived a different childhood.
Couple more things to talk about.
I learned a lot on that field trip.
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is the first new series of Dragon Ball in 18 years has been announced. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Dragon Ball, or if you appreciate. None of you really watch anime that much.
I hated it my entire
I hated it so much.
You hate Dragon Ball?
Wow, too.
Wait, so let me ask you, do you guys watch any anime at all? No anime? Well, you watched Attack on Titan, correct?
No.
You didn't watch Attack on Titan? Oh my god!
I used to read Inuyasha when I was younger.
You read manga?
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah, and I used to draw it, but that's
That's
as far as I
awesome.
went.
Nice to read some manga when I can.
Yeah.
What?
They're speaking different languages now.
Oh, it's manga is like what anime
Inuyasha,
is based
manga.
off of. They have manga is like a
Mitsubishi
Japanese.
Toro.
It's a Japanese comic book, and then if it gets popular enough, they make it into a cartoon.
Yeah.
It's all based off of that. But yeah,
it's-
they made
it's
the
like
first one
Japanese
18
comics,
years.
yeah.
You need to. If there's a few people don't even like who don't like even like anime, Attack on Titan,
I've played
Cowboy Bebop, like
Dragon
those
Ball
are things.
like once.
Two totally different things.
I know. You were saying about Dragon Ball. I said I played a Dragon
The
Ball.
only like Dragon Ball game that's actually worthwall has just been released. So you're.
Well, I'm sorry. I played it when I was like 12. Somebody
Yeah,
had it.
you thought everything was great at 12.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I played it once, and I
But,
said I hate it. I hate it.
For anybody that doesn't
Not
like
enough dinosaurs, though.
Weren't enough.
People get anime gets such a bad rip from people that don't like it. I mean, it's so hard to get people that don't watch anime to watch anime because they just have this bad like.
It's a horrible
They think
stigma.
Naruto and they're just like, oh god, like half naked, cartoon characters and yada yada. That's a culture.
I just think of all the cosplay, and it's just like.
The cosplay's the best part. When you go to
I know.
Comic-Con, it's amazing.
And I respect the cosplay, but like
We interviewed a
I
bunch
just
of
always
people
think
during-
like, what do those characters actually look like? And it's like probably
Not live like that,
no.
no. No, but the New York Comic Con, those were the best part was all the cosplay. I was like, we got to interview. So we have, we didn't get to edit all the footage. We have a backlog of like, at least an hour worth of interviews with a bunch of different cosplayers from New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
I'm hoping once we get enough from Eternal and everything, we can make one big like cosplay mega video where it's just like tons of cosplay. But yeah, there's signs now at Comic Con and Eternal Con where it's just cosplay is not consent. You have to, because people are just like, they're dressed half naked. It's just like, that doesn't mean you're allowed to touch them.
Yeah.
Like, which I think is kind of.
Oh no, that's not even what I think of in cosplay. I think of all like the dudes walking around in like crazy
no,
swords that are like 2
I mean, there's
times
that,
taller
dude.
than
No,
them
but the
and
beauty is,
Wait, can we do that?
there are way.
Can we go? Can we do that?
Yeah,
We should do
I
that.
wanted
Skimpy little outfits.
I was planning on I was on cosplaying while I interviewed people at Comic Con, but I never got around to it. No, we talked about it a couple times. We were definitely going to be cosplaying next time we go to a
We
convention.
should all just go as the
I'm in.
skimpiest anime character.
We'll just go Sailor Moon, Sailor Men.
Sailor Man.
I'm gonna go as a T-Rex. Sorry.
And Frankie will be Tuxedo Mask.
You mean sexy T-Rex?
We'll just get
skimpy
you a
T-Rex.
T-Rex and we'll just give you a G-string. Just have you walk around.
And then I'll just tuck in my arm. I'll make it a little bit realistic.
A little bit.
No, it's
It's for the
just
kids.
a bra with hands on it. And when you're walking around.
You have your arms in the straps, just. This is great. Yeah, we'll use this picture. Bonnie, make sure you're taking pictures of this.
almost too
This is
good
super
not to
flattering.
I might make one of them.
I think I got Halloween.
His parents didn't come downstairs. Ryan, what are you doing? Making a bra for a T-Rex. Nothing.
I'm just making my costume for the midnight showing of Jurassic Park.
Oh, if you don't think that James and I won't be dressing up for the new Star Wars
fully
movie,
expect
you are
that.
sadly mistaken.
I almost feel like I have to
Because
buy
I
a
will be
costume
Han
or else
Soloing
we-
the crap out of that, and James will be wearing his $600 Wookiee costume.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? Next time, because we're gonna have it on the show next week, I'm gonna try to get him to bring the costume in, or at least do
Absolutely.
some of the show. It's so hot. The
Yeah.
costume is so freaking.
Wookiee
thick.
costume?
He's got like a
It's
five.
like
Oh, it's so
so
hot. See, when
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant it's so hot. I'm
James
like,
looks
okay,
so
so
good
you're
in
saying
that.
James looks so hot in a Wookiee costume.
I would
All
eat
right.
him up.
I would eat him up. No, it's
Guy
just,
who draws dinosaur
the costume.
porn.
No joke. The costume is so good that he actually got invites from several people to like cosplay at Star Wars conventions because those guys make
Yeah.
money. Cosplayers
It's straight
now
up movie quality. It's
they
gorgeous.
make money cosplaying. They'll go
Okay,
to like
mine's
to,
not movie quality.
they'll go to charity events. They'll go to fundraisers or conventions and stuff as these characters for like kids' birthday parties and stuff. And like he got multiple offers by people because the costume was just that legit.
Yeah.
Like
And
seriously,
he's
400,
definitely
500
got-
bucks.
He's definitely got the knowledge to back it up too.
Oh no, God! Have you ever seen him make a Wookiee noise? It's amazing. Like, it's like the most perfect.
That was pretty
Someone
good
was giving
too.
out
No, you think that's
N64.
good?
No, I've
You think
heard,
that's good?
I've heard James.
Listen, yeah, James is.
There was a guy on Craigslist giving out an N64 if you called him up and made the best Wookiee noise. I did it. I can't make a Wookiee noise, but I just did it. But then I'm like, you know what? His friend probably put his number on there and was
Yeah.
like, do this. So this guy probably gets hundreds of calls.
Oh,
Wasn't
God.
it during like
Classic.
And just listens.
April Fools or so? It was around that time, right?
I don't know.
I think I
I just
remember
did it
hearing
like
about
I just did it like a few weeks ago. Hello. I'm like, I can't even make a noise. I don't even know what I did.
It was like make a Wookiee noise and hang up immediately.
That's what it was. And I hung up.
I didn't get your contact info.
I hung up and I threw it.
You still want it? Anyway, we got to wrap up the show. We're out of time. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone in the chat. You guys are great. This was our last stream on Ustream, actually, because next week we will officially be transferring over to Twitch, the preferred platform for gaming talk shows. So we will have that. You can go to the same place. We'll have all the info on our Facebook and Twitter, how you can get it. I believe it'll be in radio.com/live, but we will update with you that when we know for sure. But join us next week when we're on Twitch. It's the same place on radio.com where you can catch all of our shows, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Thursday we'll be here talking video games, tech, and the internet. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you all next week. Have a great weekend.
Sneakers is the best game.
Sneakers is the best game.